Hello everyone, we're going to be covering Bughouse World Championship in the open section. Sorry I'm starting a little late here. It looks like this is still the first game though. So we have Ecarf and Ego Smasher. Nope, actually, I guess this isn't the game because Happy Newbie is not who they should be playing. Okay. Anyway, I guess we're still missing No Chewy Candy. Let me advertise in a few discords. Anyone wants to co-commentate? Looking for co-commentators. Okay, so it's supposed to be Ecarf and Ego Smasher versus Marvel and DC for Life and No Chewy Candy. But this is not No Chewy Candy. So hopefully the match will start any minute now. And Ecarf and Ego Smasher are gonna keep playing in the random pool while they wait. Both of these teams, when the match starts, both of these teams had lost the match last week. Going from the top 8 down to the top 4 is double elimination. So each of them had been eliminated once and moved to the losers bracket. And so whoever loses this match will be eliminated from the tournament. Top 8 is still in the money. So the players who finish 5th through 8th will still make, I believe it's $50. Whereas if they make it further in the tournament to the top 4, then their prize pool will increase. Oh, I kind of like Knight back to threaten this, but it's reasonable. Threaten promotion. Happy Newbie is going for initiative, which is very wise. Bishop check is possible. After that, Ecarf would want a knight. Suppose maybe he'll castle. Legion Destroyer here is up about 7 seconds and is attacking a queen, which he can take immediately. He's only not doing that to prevent Ecarf from getting a knight. Like Ecarf is going to... Oh, that was clever. So Ecarf has got a bit of initiative, but is still down 6 seconds, and now his initiative is gone. I think he has to castle. And he gave quite a few pieces trying to get that initiative. But Happy Newbie is safe with the king on b2. This guy seems new, by the way. Let me go ahead and block him before I encounter him in the random pool. Account created last week. Only played Bughouse, has 1 friend. Not the clearest alt out there. This is mate in... This is mate in... Is it 1? I guess not quite 1. Mate real quick. Oh, Legion has mate. So for those of you who play Bughouse regularly, I'll just let you know, if you're an alt, it's going to be much better. Whoa, there's 2 pre-moves. So did not recapture and then did not move the piece away. Anyway, if you make an alt, it's much better for you to just block me immediately. Because if I encounter alts in the random pool, it's 50-50 whether I'm going to report them. And if I report them, then not just your alt will be banned, but every single alt you have, as well as your main account, will be banned. So just save yourself the trouble and block me, just pre-block me. Time is fairly even. Looks like Legion Destroyer has an attack. So these diagonals are weak. And Ecarf has given some pieces. Oh, actually, maybe trades were even. It looks like Ego Smasher just hasn't had a chance to put pieces on the board yet. Legion Destroyer is saying diagonals are good. And then he says, never mind, just play your board, stay safe at all costs. You have 10 queens if you have to. Don't play too fast. He will try to trick you. That is very true. Ecarf will try to trick you. Are trying to go in. Probably bishop check. But this is a maiden net being formed around Ecarf. Oh, that's a much better move, just to get that knight out. Pawn is a little weak. Okay, just shifting the king over so there's less checks available. Maybe threaten this, like knight in. I don't know. Okay, he's just gonna trade. Oh, that hits the queen all in the business. Maybe knight check. Gets rid of the scary rook. Probably threatening queen back. Queen over. Knight in. Ooh, that was a missed opportunity. Oh, that mate? That is mate. Wow. Nice mate by Ecarf. Legion says, yikes. Yeah, Legion was correct that their best strategy was just to keep Icy Comet safe. Plaster Hippie, I think Chewy is late. By the way, Plaster Hippie, can you let me know the account name that you want the premium membership on? I think you won the premium membership on Wednesday, which I haven't done anything about yet. So you can either drop it in the chat, you can whisper me, you can DM me on Discord. I think so, Plaster Hippie. Um, if you just let me know what it is. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. I guess I will look into that while we wait here. I don't know what's up with Chewy. If anyone has a way to contact Chewy, to let him know that we are all waiting on him. I think there was another week where I forget if it was Chewie or Marvel, but one of them didn't show up, and their opponents were nice about it and let them reschedule. But they didn't have to be nice about it, which would be very unfortunate if this were decided by a forfeit. Egarf and Ego Smasher are probably the type of people who would be nice about it and grant a postponement, but I'm not certain of that. Yeah, Chestuvis, you should definitely message him. At least we get to watch some interesting bughouse while we wait. I guess I can also check to see who else is playing. Looks like Marvel is in the random pool. Not with Chewie. Vampire Slayer's playing. Oh, Pastor Hippie and Chestuvis both messaged him. That's good. I suppose we can watch the Marvel game. The Marvel is just in the pool, playing with whoever he happens to be matched with. Or paired with, I should say. Okay, attack and defense. Maybe take the knight. Maybe creating a square for a knight. So you could put a diagonal here, then knight here. He would prefer a pawn, probably. Yeah, move the existing knight, save the other knight for later. This bishop is doing a good job covering these key squares. The ascendant cell may have to defend. I don't see any obvious checks. And if takes, there's maybe pawn in. You can get a pawn. Looks scary. Pull up a knight check. Marvel is up about 10 seconds here. He's asking for a pawn. Pawn either place, probably good. Because you can have a knight at f4 or a knight at b4. Another option would be queen in if he doesn't get anything. The problem is that Cindercell has a knight to drop, and knight is a natural thing to defend this pawn. This is where the queen wants to go next. But it does block the king from moving around, so it's not terrible. It also might get the queen out of the game though. Where knight drop, and then if he tries to check him again, the king may run out here, and the queen over here can't really get into the attack anymore. So it makes the most sense to wait for the pawn. If he were downtime, queen in would make sense. Another possibility is like knight check, knight check. Knight check, pawn takes, new knight in. People are saying that Ego Smasher and eCarf have gone offline. Don't know whether that's the case, but I mean, they may have busy lives, and if they've waited 20 minutes and their opponents haven't come, maybe they've just taken off. I am not in the group chat that they all have with each other, so I don't know what they may be saying. Marvel's saying he doesn't know where Chewie is. Prof Buttonmaster has some new emotes. Let's look at that. Oh, move order. That's a funny emote. I like it. And the other one is professional promoter. Okay, so the idea is the pawn that becomes a queen, and it's in a suit with a bow tie. Looks good. When you say KFC, who there's KFH. Who's KFH? Let me check Discords. Night Firehouse. Oh, okay. Hey, he seems pretty talented. Mr. Hippie says he's probably asleep. Like, I get he's probably asleep, but I don't understand why people don't set alarms. I mean, I keep very weird hours and wake up at weird times and sleep at weird times. But when there's something important that I need to be at, I set an alarm. It's just really basic. You guys should have called him a while ago. Have you not called him already? Oh my god. It would be really disappointing if this match ends in a forfeit in this stage. Yeah, it would have been a very exciting match to watch. Alright, I'm gonna try to find something we could watch while we wait to figure out what's going on. Like Mr. Shudler's playing. Oh, he is going deep in the random pool. He's partly doing 800. Okay. Pawn can't take, but we have a mate. They resigned it. I don't know why they resigned it. They were still up some time. Resign it because they were down a piece? I don't know. Really weird. Could just push the pawn. And he could wait for pieces. Wait for, well, I guess not a bishop because queen takes, but still. Odd resignation when you're up time. Doesn't work because he has a Google number. Okay. Well, I'm not sure whether I should be ending the stream or what. I don't have all day either. We can watch Legion Destroyer play. Playing against an international master. Legion's team seems to be down a little bit of time and down some pieces. A nice move to set up pawn in. Legion doesn't have many options. His partner getting murdered over there. That is his smothered mate. They've resigned it. Anders, so I'm not supposed to play a match. I am commentating the Bughouse World Championship. There are 4 players that we're supposed to play, 2 teams. Oh, it looks like Chewy's now online. Okay. However, okay, so this is Chewy, who we were waiting for. He's partnered to Marvel, his partner. But their opponents, I think, have already left after 25 minutes here. Chewy is saying in the chat here, second after this, did I really read it wrong? Marvel's saying, yeah. Marvel's saying, Ecarf just left. I think they're going to try to take the forfeit. Yeah, I'm not sure what Ecarf and Eco Smasher are going to do. Whether they can come back and play now, whether they can reschedule for later, or whether they'll just claim the forfeit win. Because I believe technically you wait for 20 minutes and your opponents don't show up, you can just claim a forfeit. Of course, it'd be much more fun to play, but there is money on the line. So this is the Bughouse World Championship that we're talking about here, which, first of all, in case you're not aware, Bughouse is a chess variant played on 2 chess boards by 4 players in teams of 2. Whenever you capture a piece, you hand it to your partner, and you can make a normal normal chess move, or take any of the pieces in reserve, place them on any empty square as a move. Checkmate or flag on either board ends the game. Actually, this is just mate. We were supposed to be watching the Bughouse World Championship, which was a tournament with money provided by chess.com, $5,000 prize pool. There's 2 sections, the open section, the under 2000 section. Under 2000 section, we are about a day away from being to the final 2. Open section, we're in the final 8, and we were watching 2 teams from the final 8 compete to see who can make it to the final 4. One of the teams did not show up, which could have huge money implications. I think it may be like a few $100 difference. So I don't know why they didn't show up. Hey, Eric, there's the men of the hour. Eric, do you know if Ecarf is available? Are you guys gonna play the match? Are you guys gonna play now, reschedule, or are you gonna try to claim a forfeit win? Carf took off. Okay. Oh, can you contact Carf? Did he have obligations today, or what? I guess it might be pretty late. I don't know if he's in Israel or the US right now, so it might be pretty late for him. So Eric M is Ego Smasher, who was one of the 4 players supposed to play. He's in Israel. Okay. Yeah, so no Chewy Candy and Marvel and DC for life with their opponents. No Chewy Candy showed up like 25 minutes late. And eCarf had already taken off. I'm sure you guys are all in a chess.com chat, the 4 players and the arbiter. You can discuss stuff amongst themselves, but I am not in that chat. Yeah, it's unfortunate, Eric. But Eric, do you know what's going on as far as if the match will be postponed or if you guys are going to try to claim a forfeit win? Anders 0K, Anders OK. The players have the same partner throughout the whole tournament. They do not change partners in this particular tournament. Eric says, asked about the forfeit win because wasn't expecting Chewy to show up. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know Ego Smasher. My suggestion would be try to get in contact with eCarf as soon as possible and see about his availability. Seems like the other team can play now if you guys are available. All right, let's find the thing to watch. Oh, maybe the follow went away. Let's try follow no chewy candy. Easier said than done. Okay. Yeah, it's easier when people just have phones you can contact instead of like Chesscom messages and Discord and Slack and Skype. I mean, all of which are can be useful at times, but are less reliable than just a phone number. So in the chess.com chat, Chewy is saying, how did I think it was at 9? Marvel says, it's okay. Chewy says, F man, I'm sorry. Marvel says, we don't need a BWC to know we're one of the top teams. No Chewy Candy says, we didn't play any close matches so far. This is a stupid way to lose. Yeah, they really wanted to play this match because it would have been a very close match. I think the only number I have for eCarf is a US number, but I can check. Yeah, I just have a US number. Yeah, Chestoofus. Definitely his fault. Are we trying to draw the bishop away so we can take the pawn? Knight here would have been another possibility. Okay, he wants to put a knight here to cover the dark squares. Yeah, you can just ignore this pawn. Actually, now a knight mates. Because it draws away the bishop and then queen in. So can Metaphistocles get a knight? Probably not, because he has 2 in hand, which he does not plan on dropping on the board. That's a free dude. Not only is it free dude, it draws away the bishop, and then queen in is going to be mate. Yeah, just if it's maybe he read it in GMT or in Israel time rather than the US time. I don't know. Anyway, I'm looking at the calendar now, and the next scheduled match after this is at 8 p.m. We have 1800 Strength and Abikovsky versus Katask and Jeffrey X. And I will certainly cover that match. I guess this match isn't happening though. Yeah, Eyes on Firefly. What happened was no Chewy Candy did not show up to the match. 25 minutes later, they got a hold of him and he came in, and by that time eCarf had already left. So Zazan, if you happen to have a way to contact eCarf, then try to get eCarf back. Eric M is in my Twitch chat right now, and that is Ego Smasher. But we don't really have any way to contact eCarf, who has already left. And he may have other obligations, I don't know. So eCarf, Ego Smasher could technically claim a forfeit win. They may choose to play, but that would definitely necessitate getting a hold of eCarf. I'm surprised Legion didn't play in this tournament. I think he would have gone pretty far. Legion's a very strong player, and he often plays in the random pool, so even stronger when he can talk on voice with his partner. Atomic Dog getting some initiative here. A few more pawns, like pawn check, always just taken. I think he should have pawn checked first. Maybe knight. That's interesting. Trying to threaten a rook mate, I guess. Yeah, vacate the square, throw a pawn in. If he has a pawn, he's going to use a bishop. Get rid of that scary knight. But the queen might come in. I guess probably not, because then knight is scary. So knight in is the threat. I don't think he even wants to take this because there's too many scary threats. Maybe knight at h5 to defend the knight in. There's so many other attack vectors. Even like pawn at d3 or bishop at d3 could be scary. Let's see, if pawn and bishop at d3, can I just take this pawn and be safe? Yeah, I think I like knight at h5. But he does not do that, and now this king is running. Bishop mates. Knight plus pawn mates. Marvel is down about 1 second. Maybe 2. Queen is hit. The queen moves away. Then maybe knight check to fork the bishop and the king. Oh, he's giving the queen? Okay. Well, that's game over. Oh, Marvel's saying he slipped. So that was a mouse slip. AndersOk says, need to be a decent player at Crazy House before attempting to play Bughouse, right? No, definitely not. just play Bughouse. Bughouse has a lot of advantages over Crazy House. Your partner can help you in Bughouse, so you can improve faster in Bughouse. And you can find opponents and partners of appropriate levels to you. And your ELO, your Raiden, is gonna, within a few games, eventually match your skill level. So don't worry so much if your Raiden is low, because your Raiden is accurate, and your partner knows that, your opponents know that. So you're not gonna hurt your partner too much. If you lose, you lose. If you win, you win. It's just about learning and having fun. Thanks for the follow from Marco Bar. Marco Bar, that kind of reminds me of Marco BR. There was a guy named Marco BR, which I think was like Brazil, on the free internet chess server, who constantly talked about chess addiction. He would spam all the channels saying we're all addicted to chess and we should all stop playing chess. And it was amusing, but obviously we kept playing chess. Hey, Helms Knight. We have Helms Knight in the chat. Another Bughouse streamer, the OG Bughouse streamer. And she and Chicken Crossroad just played a match. It was last night, which we covered, and they won by a score of 16-14. So they are progressing. How are you doing, Helms Knight? Yeah, Anders, just seek a game. Especially if you can talk on voice with your partner. It's just a lot of fun on voice and you can coordinate. Anders, if you want to try some Bughouse right now and you can come on voice chat, let me know. I'll partner you. I'll partner anyone. I don't care about Raiden. I just want to get some fun games in. So I get the impression eCarf is not going to show up. Marvel's saying eCarf left 5 minutes before Chewie showed up. It's very unfortunate. Yeah, Anders, do you have Discord or Skype or something? This is my Discord. So enjoy my Discord server. Or you could just friend me on Discord. My Discord is, I just typed in the chat. Chuck Molten, I think it's 2381, something like that. That's just from memory. I should probably check to see if that's correct, but it probably is. Yeah, so we can, if you can get in voice with me, we can play a few games. Hi, Bryce Drury. Bryce Drury, happy to play with you as well, but Anders asked first, so partner him first. At some point, I do need to get food. It's 2:45 for me. I need to get food before like probably by 5 p.m. So I could play at most like 2 hours. 2 hours is still enough time to get quite a bit of bughouse in. Death by Checkmate says food is overrated. I don't know. I like food. I think food is maybe underrated. Food is one of my vices. Like I don't smoke. I don't drink alcohol. Don't do drugs. But food is delicious. So it's hard for me to stay not fat because food is so delicious. Order via Coco Robot, have it delivered to your chair. I don't know what Coco Robot is. Um, there's a lot of delivery places, but I'm also really cheap, so uh, that's like I don't mind driving to get food. But my big problem is that we don't have a 24-hour economy. So places close, especially on Sunday. Sunday usually things close at like 6 p.m. I have to be careful to uh, get food before everything closes. Alright, I'm going to jump off this Discord call. Clearly no one's going to that one. Frugality makes sense by the way I covet material. Yeah, by the way I take every pawn in chess and bug. I was just raised frugal. Honestly, my parents have always clipped coupons and so forth. I don't do it to the level they do, but that's just how I was raised. Oh, maybe bishop in, something like that. Got to be worried about rook check. Rook takes this and then queen in. So it's really hard for Chewy to defend this. He kind of has to attack. I guess he could bishop check and take the knight, but it still looks scary back here. I think he's going to try to attack rather than defend. Uses his existing knight. That's smart. Queen in, probably. And then bishop back. Oh, we did not use his existing bishop. That's unfortunate. Not economizing. So Brushtree T, you should also join my Discord server or friend me on Discord or find a way. Contact me. Okay, Brushtree T is in my Discord. That's good. Any word on AndersOk? AndersOk, if you're around, let me know. I'll wait a couple more minutes, but if you can't get back here in a reasonable time, I'll probably partner Brushtree T. Ooh, now diagonals mate. I don't like this knight. Well, maybe given the timing. No, he should have just got more diagonals. Because he wanted to take this with the pawn to cover these light squares. He could have just like covered these dark squares this way. So I think that was a blunder by No Chewy Candy. They were up about 4 seconds and like how many pawns made it? 1, 2, 3. Probably had mate with 3 pawns. They did not wait for them. Now he's probably going to win the queen. Bishop check, bishop takes queen. Which would vacate the square to throw like a knight in. Yeah, I don't think you have to take that. Oh, I would have tried checking there though. But probably, actually now this is covered. So that makes it a little bit awkward. He does have to worry about this square. This makes sense. He's trying to deflect the bishop. Probably time to sack that queen. Does he go queen in? Or what are his other options? Pushing this pawn is interesting, actually. Pawn push. If you take knight, you vacated this square for a queen. Pawn push could be the move. This doesn't leave very many check possibilities. And queen in is really, really scary. Queen in followed by pawn at e2. Probably mates no chewy candy. And he's down a lot of time. Probably needs to go in defense mode now. If he had a bishop, this would be a nice check to cover d2 and also check the king. Price tree is 1400 bughouse. Yeah, that's fine. Sounds good. I partner people of all levels. I partner 100s and I partner 3000s. Doesn't matter. I still... Anders, are you there? Oh, wait, hold on. I found Anders. Alright. Anders, I'm going to try calling you. Okay, first I'm going to send a sprint request. Alright, I tried friending Anders. Oh, okay. I guess that worked. Let's start a voice call with Anders. I'm going to unfollow these guys.
Hey.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Nice.
Should I mute the stream?
Yeah, you can mute the stream. What is your chess.com?
Is AndersOk.
Say that again. It's the same as your Twitch.
It's the same, but with an O instead of the 0.
Oh, okay. Are you in live chess?
Not yet. Give me a second. He's in the variants.
It's better to go to live. I think you can do it in variants and you can do it in play, but live has the least problems. But here I'll try. I'll try sending. Okay, well I sent you a partnership request, so that worked. Okay, so I'm gonna start the first game, but at the end of the game there's gonna be a pop up, and you can click new game in the pop up to do the next one. Because when I seek, we're probably gonna get hard opponents. When you seek, we're gonna get easier opponents. But we'll just roll in the pool for this first one. Yeah. So the main thing you want to keep in mind, roll out some moves. The main thing you want to keep in mind is to develop your king's bishop, because otherwise they're going to try to sack on f7, and it's going to be very scary. It is your move. Can you see the board?
Yes.
Yeah, you need to make some moves, like immediately, or you're going to lose. Okay, you lost.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll try again. This time I'd recommend making a move. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's good development you have there. Yeah, so this is a tactic to win a piece that he's found. But it's fine. You just take that. Yeah, that's fine too.
No.
You don't worry about losing pieces. Um, we've probably lost this game, but it's not a big deal. I guess I'll take this rook for my troubles. Yeah, just take the bishop.
The rook, right?
You need to capture the bishop.
Where can I can't.
Rook takes bishop, or
It's
bishop
like
takes. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, maybe pawn takes pawn there. Looks pretty good.
oh okay. A bit late. I should avoid the exchange, right?
Ah, doesn't matter. You can do what you want. Yeah, try to get some of those pieces on the board. That's a reasonable move. You can take that knight. King takes knight. In a knight check, you can go down to g1, king g1, and a pawn check. Oh, he didn't pawn check. Okay. Well, you want to get more pieces on the board. Maybe like
Should I put the pawn
maybe
in?
throw like a new queen at f2. Okay, knight takes knight. Looks good for you. Okay. Move your knight up to e3. The knight on the back.
Um,
Yeah, you don't need to worry about that. Put a new knight on e5. So if you put a knight on e5, you're threatening queen takes f7.
right.
I'm probably dead here, so apologies on that one.
Was probably my fault. Oh, I have a
No, that's
checkmate.
fine.
No, HP.
Queen
King.
take queen. Oh, never mind. Queen takes bishop, I guess.
Should I build the promotion?
Um, I
Oh,
think you need to move your
go to
queen
play.
somewhere safe. Maybe queen h3, something like that. Um, yeah, he's gonna try to like get in on like the f square there. Yeah, I guess he's threatening promotion, so my bad on this one. Um, let's see. Looks kind of dire, unfortunately. But this is a strong team,
This is the
so
only
don't worry so much about it.
will promote.
Yeah, he's probably gonna promote, and I think I'll just throw a rook in there. Yeah, looks good. You have to move over, king over. If he takes with queen, okay. No, so you don't have to take that necessarily. Um, so hold on a second here. Let's try to
I'm
figure
going.
out a good
I don't
approach.
have time.
Don't move for the rest of the game.
Oh, okay.
Shoot. Okay, that was close. My bad. I got down to 0.2. Yeah, but so now if you press the new 3-minute button, we're gonna get much easier opponents than these guys.
Okay.
But you did amazing. You were playing on 1900, and it came down to like 0.2 seconds.
Well, thanks. Um,
Yeah, just support that pawn. Just play it like it's chess. I suppose I take this. Okay. So take that knight. That's a free knight. I'm going to give a queen here, but it should be okay. Oh, I shouldn't have given the queen. Oh, no. You can never move down
No.
like that.
Oh,
Yeah, I shouldn't have given a queen anyway. It mated you, so that was my fault. But even a pawn would have mated you there. So number one, you can't move down the G1 like that. Number two, your goal every game should be to develop your king's bishop. The one that's on
okay.
F1 right now. If that bishop were on E2, then you would have a luff square on F1, meaning only a queen could mate
Right.
you. Anyway, there should be a
So in
pop-up for like
general,
a new game
D3
there.
it's a bad move in the opening.
Yeah, well, the main thing is to develop your king's bishop somewhere. Anyway, can you do like new? Did you have a pop-up for new game? Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I should update the stream title. Incredible Blunder, can you update the stream title, please? Or another mod. Okay, that's good castle. Probably play d6 at some point here, so that your other bishop is developed. Hold on. Wait. Put a new bishop on h4 to check him. Bishop on h4 check, and then you can play bishop takes g5. Bishop takes g5. That's a free pawn. And now you're hitting e3. And you're also... Okay, bishop takes e3. That's a free pawn.
How can I know which pieces my opponent has?
You should see it on the side of the board. Okay, put a pawn on g2. You're threatening promotion there.
Pawn on G2.
Pawn on g2, you're attacking the rook. That should be favorable for us. Thanks, Incredible Blunder, for updating the stream title. Rook takes bishop. It's fine. King takes knight. You can put a new bishop on e6.
Shouldn't I promote the pawn?
No. You're in check. You're in check from a bishop. So you want to put something in the way. So new bishop on e6 seems like the way to go.
Right.
But yeah, promotion is certainly your goal as soon as you're out of check. A knight okay for you? I think a knight is okay. So I'm going to take this. Okay, yeah, just take the rook and promote. You're looking real good over there.
The queen on F2 is made, right?
It is. Just move your king to e7. And should be good there. Okay. New queen on f2, or you could play queen takes knight. Yeah, great job. Yeah, you can keep doing new 3-minute. So, Rice Tree YouTube, I try to partner the same person for quite a few games before I switch. So I'll probably go at least like a half an hour with Anders, unless Anders needs to go earlier. Yeah, I like your opening here. Got that king's bishop out. That's great. Okay, so you can sack your bishop. Bishop takes f7. Looks good.
Well,
Knight takes pawn. Knight takes e5. My opening probably a little too adventurous here, but maybe it'll work out. We'll see. You have a nice attack.
Should I put a pawn with
Yeah,
f7?
pawn check, and after the pawn check, you can put a rook on e8.
Nice tactic.
Yeah, just take that, and then you can drop a pawn check again. Okay, great job. Yeah, keep pressing new 3 minutes.
Okay. This is really fun.
Yeah, it's a fun game. Yeah, just develop pieces. Perfect. Yeah, you can get your knight out. Either knight. Good. But probably the king's knight. It's a little better.
c3, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Where does this belong? This will double up. Okay, pawn check. Oh, actually, you had even better. My bad. But pawn check is still okay. Push your d pawn up one. Okay, pawn takes pawn. Looks good for you.
Okay.
And now you can probably stick some bishops in to check him. We're gonna get you a queen. You could play queen f5. Queen f5 is okay. I'm gonna trade queens since you're attacking. So make sure every move is check. You could stick a new queen in on e6 or g6, or you could stick a pawn there or bishop there. Just make sure to check him. If you keep checking, it should be mate. Now, where the king was before, f7, I think you can throw a queen in there.
Right.
Great job. Develop your king's bishop. Watch out for, yeah, good. Yes, just develop pieces. Here, you could actually, oh, never mind. Yeah, just keep developing. All good. I might trade queens here. You could just push d6 if you're not sure what to do. Put a queen on g6. New queen on g6. Take with your h pawn. Okay, put a pawn on g3. New pawn on g3.
e3.
Okay, rook takes rook. Okay, you can, uh, actually, yeah, pawn takes, pawn takes f2, looks pretty good for you.
F.
Okay, bishop takes h3. Bishop takes h3, and now you're threatening like mate in 1. He's probably going to stick something in there. If he puts something on g2, you could just take it. But your king is safe, his king is not. You're doing pretty good over there. Okay, pawn at g2.
Pawn, right.
Good job.
Is there another square for the bishop instead of c5 or c4?
c5 is a good square for it. e7 is another possibility if you want to be more defensive. You could take that pawn. Pawn takes pawn, and then wait after that. Don't move for a little bit. So what I would like to do here is get you a knight. And if I get you a knight, then you could take d4. Okay, take d4 with your bishop. And now if queen takes, you have knight at c2. Knight at c2, you can fork.
Right.
And you can take the queen. I will try to get you more material. Maybe develop your queen to like either e7 or f6.
f6. Do you see arrows?
Okay,
On the board?
pawn at c2 is interesting. Also, queen takes f2 is interesting. Either one of those looks good. And your queen still covers f7. So if he tries to like sack his bishop, you're just fine.
And threatening mate with the pawn in c2.
Yeah, that looks like a pretty strong move. Don't know what he can do about that. You could still put the pawn on c2.
Okay.
You put the pawn on c2, and if he plays bishop takes, you could play queen takes bishop. Here's another queen to help out. You could just play queen at f2 here.
F2 with me.
Great job.
Is there a web page where one can train tactics?
I think there are a few web pages like that. There's a book that I would recommend where you can do that.
Okay.
Which I can send you links to the books. They're on Amazon. I'm not sure what you're from Argentina. I'm not sure if you can access American Amazon books or not, but there are books of bughouse tactics that are available.
Did I lose connection?
No, your guy has not moved in a while, which is fine. but we're still down time, so I'm gonna have to find some moves. You could actually just develop like knight f6, something like that. Bishop takes f5. Bishop takes f5 looks good. If he takes with knight, then you have bishop takes f2. Bishop takes f2, check. And your idea is knight takes e4. So you're using your existing pieces, and you have a lot of pieces to drop. So this ought to be favorable for us. Okay, so hold on a little bit here. Actually, you have a tactic. You can play bishop at g4. Bishop at g4 check.
Okay.
And the idea of that tactic is if he takes your bishop, then you have a knight fork with the queen.
Right.
Yeah, great job. Have you played Crazy House in the past?
A little bit.
Okay.
But I not too much.
Let's keep developing. Looks good. You can castle here, or you can play d5. D5 probably a little better. Take the bishop. Yeah, doing good here. Nice development. He's attacking your c pawn, so make sure to defend that somehow.
It is safe to castle, or there's a tactic?
Yeah, it's safe to castle.
Okay.
Save your rook though first. Rook d8, and you'll probably be able to pick up that pawn later. You found a good move there. You could put a pawn on b5, I guess.
Right.
I just take the knight. You could put a pawn on c4. Oh yeah, that's a good move too. I like it. So you're threatening queen takes knight.
Right.
Good tactic.
Danger.
Knight takes queen. Looks good. Knight takes queen, free queen.
It would be mate. Should I put
Knight captures queen. Not queen takes knight. I'm saying knight takes queen.
Right.
Knight takes h5. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. Attack this. So you can play pawn takes c4, or you can play bishop takes knight. They're both good.
Queen take knight.
Yeah, that's good too.
Oh, the bishop.
I just take his knight. Bishop takes knight. I think you can just go left there. You're fine. He has nothing to drop and you have a lot to drop. You could just go left. You could just take that pawn. Bishop takes pawn. I think you're fine. It's getting a little bit scary. Oh, queen takes bishop. That's a free bishop, actually. So, not as scary as I thought. I think a knight's okay for you. Oh, bishop takes knight. That's a free knight. Alright. Your king looks fairly safe. So I may lose a knight here. You could play rook takes a7. Yeah, oh, that's a good move too. I'm going to give him a queen. Oh, queen takes knight. Queen takes knight. I'm going to give him a queen. You can interpose something on e7, I guess. Great job. Okay, I'm going to try... Well, yeah, you can start a new game, but in the meantime, I'm going to send you these books by DM. Okay. Yeah, Incredible Blunder. I probably, honestly, instead of doing the Smother Mate, I probably should have just thrown a knight in there. I didn't need to give up the queen. Looks good. Yeah, just keep developing. Yeah, you can get your other knight out. Knight f6. You could castle, or you could play d6. Or you could play bishop at h5 is also good. So here, if he had a pawn, he would put a pawn on d5, try to win your knight. But he doesn't have that. You can castle. That's a free queen. Knight takes queen. Queen takes knight. Queen takes knight. Pawn takes knight. Bishop takes pawn. Yeah, that's good too. Bishop takes pawn. Looks good. Move your bishop to f3. Move your existing bishop to f3.
f3?
Or actually, no, I'm sorry. You have even better. Move your knight to e2 check. Knight e2 check. If the king comes up, then put a new bishop on f3. Actually, no matter what, put a new bishop on f3. New bishop on f3. He has no blocker. So he has to stall forever, and he's downtime. So you just mated him.
So here it's not checkmate because
he could theoretically get a piece and put it in there to block, put a piece on g2.
Right.
But he has downtime versus the diagonal clock versus my clock. So if I wanted to, I could just not move and then he could get no piece.
Right.
Okay, so you can seek a new match there.
Should I defend the pawn?
Yeah, might as well defend
Or
the pawn with
developing
like knight
the
c6. Looks pretty good.
uh, I don't like the symmetry. Mm.
You could put a new bishop on d4. You're attacking the knight, also making some threats. Are you threatening bishop take? Okay, bishop takes pawn there. Bishop takes d7. You just gave up a pawn for free. You still have your threats. You can or actually just bishop takes e5. That's a free knight. Bishop takes e5. Now you can castle. Castle king side. And your rook defends f7. If he wants to sack on there, you can just take it. Your b bishop can take the knight. And your position looks pretty nice over there. Maybe new bishop at h4 to attack the knight and also attack f2. It is queen takes bishop. Your king is very safe. You've won a bunch of pieces. So it's looking good for the good guys here.
Should I change the...
Yeah, you can play bishop takes knight. That's fine. Gets rid of a scary piece.
I'm
I'm gonna make some trades as well. Your king looks fairly safe. Okay, watch out for it. He would try to push the pawn here. Maybe put a bishop on d5. You can just move the king to the left. You're fine. Knight takes rook. That's fine. Do not take with rook though. Take with king. King takes. Okay. Pawn or knight takes that bishop. Rook takes pawn. That's his main attacking piece. So you can get very safe there if you just take it. now you have like a lot of things to drop if you choose to. Bishop takes bishop. Oh, actually, you're down time, so just try not to flag. Any move is fine. Rook takes pawn is good. You have a lot of pieces to drop, so you can start dropping them on the board. Okay, nice job. Yeah, it got a little scary at the end with the time, because my guy had 41 seconds, your guy had 11 seconds. So my guy could have just stopped moving, and then you would have had to play chess and had to like survive for 10 seconds.
Okay.
Hold on, put a pawn on e4. New pawn on e4. You win a piece. Pawn takes. You could play knight c6 maybe, change the knights. Put a new bishop on h5 to tempo the queen. Bishop on h5. So it tempos the queen, it also puts an extra defender on f7. You like in general to attack and defend at the same time, whenever you can, which I've done as well. Okay, knight takes knight is good here. Okay, now you can move that knight on e4 to either g4 or d3. Both of them look reasonable. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Take with knight. Knight takes bishop. I might lose a queen here. Apologies for that. I think I can make it into a queen trade, though. Maybe queen d5 would be interesting. Threaten h5. Queen takes pawn on h5. Yeah. Yeah, great job. You traded pretty even there. You stayed safe. And I was able to use those pieces you got me.
How can you keep track of both games at the same time?
It's just experience. You need to move, though. Push your e-pawn. If he sacks his knight on f7, just take it. Okay, get your king's bishop out somewhere.
Check.
Yeah, that's reasonable. You could just retreat it now. That's fine. You could castle or you could push h6. They're both good. is develop your other stuff. That's a free knight. Pawn takes knight. I want you to play knight takes e4. I know it hangs your queen, but it checkmates for me. So knight takes e4. There's a pawn on e4. Knight takes pawn. Thank you. Good job.
Nice.
Get that king's bishop out. Nice. Take the free bishop. Defend e5.
Right.
Now you can develop as normal. Good. Rook. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. And then king to g8, and you've castled manually. You are safe. You could play. Well, you don't have to take that. You could just push d6, I guess. Your knight covers e7, which is key. Okay, you can take that with rook or queen. Probably rook, a little better. But they're both okay.
Which square did you say is key?
Oh no. Bring your rook back to f7.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's all fine. What you've done here. Your opponent has sacked on. Well, he sacked. Yeah, I think you're. Well, we're up a piece somehow. Okay, bishop to g4 is going to be good to pin the knight at some point. Oh, you can retreat the bishop first. Maybe to a7, something like that. Bishop g4 in the knight. Also supported by the rook. You're also threatening knight d4. You can just take the knight. Bishop takes knight. Looks good. New knight at h3. Oh yeah, that's a good move too. I like it. Great move. Queen takes bishop. That's a free bishop.
What about a pawn on e2?
Yeah, that's a great idea. I like it. Let's do pawn at e2. You could take the rook, or you could, yeah, the new knight in. That's fine too. Knight takes queen. You could pawn check on f3, and you have a queen to crush him with. Queen at g2. Looks nice. Queen takes h2.
Here.
Yep. I could just mate my guy since your guy is sitting. All right, great job.
By the way, sorry for staying quiet. I'm not used to speaking English.
Oh yeah, no worries. I have great respect for people who can speak multiple languages. English is about the only thing I can speak. Yeah, so just keep developing. You get your other knight out. Or, oh, that's a free pawn actually. Knight takes pawn. That's good.
Oh.
But yeah, this is fine. Knight takes pawn now. That's a free pawn. You could just retreat. Yeah, looks good. good. Maybe bishop h4. Move your bishop to h4.
Well,
you can just retreat it to g5, but that's okay. He's wasting things in the process.
h6 or e7.
Put a knight on g2. And put a bishop on h3.
So just go attack or check.
Yeah. Knight to e3, and I think you can pick up a queen there. I have made a blunder, so I'm going to give a queen. But looks like you're doing good. Do I have anything else here? Any tricks? I don't think I have any tricks. Just gonna give this queen. Okay, you can move your existing bishop to g2.
What's my turn?
So you're forking those two pieces. Hard for him to defend both. Take the knight first. Knight. Oh, that's okay. Move your rook over. Or actually, first take his knight. Never mind, that's fine. Okay, put a new pawn on e8. Sorry, on e7. Pawn on e7.
Right.
Queen takes bishop. Now, don't move. I'm in a little bit of trouble. You can go king to the right. We're gonna go move by move here. If he takes your rook, okay, bishop takes knight.
Check.
Okay, hold on. Put a new knight on f1. Okay, put a new bishop on a5 check. Bishop on a5 check.
d5?
A5 check.
a5.
And if he pushes the pawn, then you can play queen takes if he interposes something. He's probably going to move up to d4. And I think you have mate. You can just push your pawn, or you can play knight to c6. Knight c6 looks like mate. That works. Great job. Yeah, you did great there. I lost my queen, and you gained a queen. Mated him. Get your other knight out. Looks good. You can just play d6 there. He can just take that, unfortunately. I think you live though, so that's good.
Okay.
Oh, he didn't. Okay, put a pawn on f4, because that's a really scary diagonal. Just take his bishop. Pawn takes bishop. Oh, yeah, that's fine too. That's fine. Take his bishop. Pawn takes bishop, and then stall. Don't move. Because you can have a tactic. If queen takes pawn, then you have knight at g2. Knight at g2 check. Take his queen. Knight at g2. Yeah, that's a little bit scary if he sacks his rook on g7. Hopefully he won't find that. I guess actually your knight covers h5, so you should be safe even if he does sack. I think you're fine. Okay, so now knight takes e4 is check.
You can attack both knight with the queen, with the king, right?
Say that again?
King e3 would attack both knight.
Yeah, that's fine though, because you can play knight takes knight then. You are, and you have pieces to drop and he doesn't. So yeah, great job.
So both players forfeit, or just
Yeah.
one?
No, it's a team game, so they both your fates rest together. Okay, great move. So you could put a pawn on f4, I guess. Yeah, that's fine too.
Pawn on f.
Yeah, pawn. I like pawn on f4. Because if he plays pawn takes pawn, then you get like a massive attack on him. Okay. Now, maybe ignore that. Develop some other things. Okay, now put a pawn on f2, and then play pawn takes knight. Bishop takes rook. Bishop takes rook. That's a free rook. There's a free pawn on f4. Bishop takes pawn. You also have a threat of knight d4 for check. Looks fairly good. You can play knight takes knight. It's fine.
Queen h4, maybe?
Sure. That looks great. Queen h4. Great chess move. Yeah, queen g3. Looks pretty good. Queen takes bishop. Okay. Good job. Take the pawn. Pawn takes pawn. Okay. Get your bishop to c4 or c5. Bishop c5. Looks good. Hold on. So here I want you to sack your bishop on f2.
Okay.
And then I want you to play queen f6. Queen f6 check. And now you can take his knight with either your queen or a pawn. Hold on. Don't move here. Actually, let's see. Do we have anything? Maybe not. I guess you could just take the queen. I'm in some trouble here, honestly. I think I'll live, but time will tell. He's helping me live. Oh, nice of him. Yeah, I guess I'll put something new in there. Okay, he felt bad for me, and now I have checkmate. But you need to live for like 25 seconds. I guess develop your knight to like f6 at some point. Oh, okay. Great job. Great development. You can sack the bishop. Bishop takes f7. Bishop takes f7 check, then drop a pawn on d5, and you're trying to make that knight move. Pawn on d5 to tempo the knight. And if that knight moves away, then you're going to have knight takes e5.
Okay. Knight on
Hold on. Let me get you a bishop. A bishop looks extremely good for you. A bishop for c5, and then you can take his knight. Looks very good. I guess another option, like I'd prefer you wait for the bishop just because I'm worried about pawn at e2 winning your queen. So I think that's best for us. Yeah, so bishop at c5 check, and then you can take his knight. Okay, new knight, oh no, our bishop takes pawn is fine. Okay, maybe develop your queen somewhere, either e2 or f3, something like that. Oh, I should have pawn checked first. That'd be bad. Bishop takes knight is fine. And now, hold on. I think just develop your undeveloped knight, like knight c3. And also play like d4, or you could castle. This development seems good in general.
Okay.
Yeah, you can castle. Get that rook involved. New knight in at d6 looks pretty good. Oh wow, he's getting adventurous over there. Here's a bishop. Bishop at f7 looks pretty good. I think it mates. Actually, I think anything mates for you. Like pawn mated, knight mated, knight at h4 mated, pawn at h5 mated. Yeah, his king was just in trouble. Good job. Take the bishop. Bishop takes bishop. And then push d4. Push your d pawn to d4.
D4. Okay.
d4. And then knight takes pawn if he takes that. And the idea is you're hidden e6. Okay, you can move your existing knight to e6. Knight e6 looks good.
E6.
Yeah, and move your knight to e6. You have a knight on d4, move to e6. Okay, so now I want you to drop a new knight at d5.
or a fork. Detraction tactic.
Yep, that's the plan. Okay, so I guess knight takes bishop. Either bishop. I think you're going to take both of them, actually.
What about rook on c8?
That's okay. I think I'd rather you just develop, though, like knight c3, followed by knight d5. You can use your existing pieces, and I think they're going to be very effective. Yeah, like knight. Yeah, castling's fine. That's good. I like move your existing knight to d5. Yeah, that's good too. Let's see. I'm gonna trade a few pieces. Put a new knight. Oh, never mind. That's fine. Yes, drop. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Yeah, so you're. Don't worry about that. Just play knight takes c7. That's a free pawn. You can take his rook.
Take the rook or save mine?
Yeah, you can take the rook. Knight takes. Oh, you could have taken b6 with check, but that's okay. You're still crushing. Yeah, just start checking him like a lot. That's a great move. Love it. So hold on after he goes. If he interposes, put a new queen at f7. New queen at f7.
f7.
New queen at f7. Check. And then so he can't take that because of the pin, and then your other queen can take the bishop. Great job.
Here.
Oh, great move.
What is this?
Hold on. Put a pawn on f2. New pawn on f2, and then take his knight. New pawn on f2 first, then pawn takes knight. You can take his rook now. That's a free rook. Just develop some pieces now, like your knights. You can get them active. If you're gonna actually put a rook. Oh, never mind. That's fine.
Oh.
Okay.
Bishop d4 maybe.
I like pawn at h3, but yeah, you could also. The bishop d4 is good too. I like bishop d4. Yeah, that wins a pawn. I like it. Bishop d4. Nice find. And bishop takes b2 is your threat.
Rook for a bishop.
Yeah, new knight at g4 looks good. I'm gonna mate him, but you were crushing over there. So one thing to keep in mind for bughouse is the piece values are slightly different than normal chess. Generally accepted piece values for bughouse is pawns are 1, every other piece is 2, and a queen is 4. So when you played bishop takes rook, that is an even trade. It is not like winning an exchange. Which is fine. Even trade is fine. But in general, 2 pawns for a piece, even trade. 2 pieces for a queen, even trade. Oh, take that bishop. Yeah, develop your other knight. Yep. You're gonna try to castle manually if he lets you. Perfect. Take that. That's a free pawn with a. I think it was better to take with bishop, but that's fine too.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. I think ignore that. Just go king g8 for maximum safety. I would like to trade a queen, and I think it's okay for you, but I'm not sure. At some point, you want to move your d pawn. I think d pawn now, like d5 or yeah, that's fine. Queen takes bishop, and you're still safe. So your threat now is bishop takes knight, which is an even trade, but it undermines his pawn structure. But we'll see if he defends it. Hey, SP Chocobo. SP Chocobo, if you I'm perfectly willing to partner people in general, but I like to keep the same partner for quite a few games. So I'm very willing to partner you another time. Oh yeah, perfect. And then wait. Because now a knight is going to win his queen if he takes that. So your threat is knight at f3. I'm going to get you a knight. We'll go here. I'm going to get you a knight. And now you can play knight at f3 and then take his queen. Okay, maybe develop your undeveloped knight to either... Yeah, that looks good. So now your rook guards the back rank. Hold on. Put a new bishop at f3. New bishop at f3 and then take the knight. Bishop takes knight.
Can you trade queens?
Probably, but bishop takes knight first. That's a free knight. So we might as well take that. You can take the bishop. Bishop takes bishop. Yeah, that's fine too.
I was thinking to double the pawns.
Yep. Sounds good. Pawn takes pawn. You can put a new pawn on f3. Just keep undermining his pawn structure. Also, I have checkmate. Pawn takes pawn. Oh yeah, I like that knight move.
Oh, actually, I could drop the bishop, right?
Move your queen to e6. Queen e6.
Here.
Your threat is queen takes h3.
Right.
You can ignore that bishop just by queen takes h3, and I don't think he can defend mate. Okay, great job. Yeah, keep rolling. Incredible Blunder, let me know if you partner him. If you want to play us, that's fine, or you guys can play in the pool. He can take that. Pawn takes pawn. Now, yeah, you get to tempo the queen. Oh, that's a free queen. It takes queen. This is why he's rated 300. Knight, yeah, perfect. And take the rook. Great job. Raiden's a bit unfair. Maybe. Okay, so these are the other guys from my chat. Incredible Blunder, one of my mods. SB Chocobo. Learning the ropes. I'm gonna give a queen. Push your D pawn up to. That's okay. You can develop your undeveloped knight to E2. Okay, push D4. Push your D pawn up to D4. So you're tempoing the queen, and okay, queen takes knight, and then knight takes queen. That's a trade, but you won material in the process. Pawn takes knight. Bishop takes bishop. Queen takes queen. So you probably have mate here. Maybe just pawn at F7. Looks pretty good.
This is
And I will get you some more material. But the new knight at G5 looks like a good continuation. And you could probably put a queen where his king was, but you could put other pieces there too. Just try to kind of keep track.
the knight is ended.
Yep, great job. I'll try a rematch. I don't know if they want a rematch. But if not, then you can press the new 3-minute button. That's fine too. I guess they don't want a rematch. So you could press the new 3-minute button there.
Here. What's going on?
I think you're searching for a game. There we go. Got one. Oh, you could have taken that.
Oh,
That's okay. Just save your knight. Move the knight somewhere.
the only safe square is G1.
You can move to G1. That's fine. Yeah, let's try to develop more things. Maybe D3 or D4. If you take some, okay. Yeah, maybe develop your knight C3, something like that. Okay, now he is double hidden your D pawn. Maybe bishop at A4 to pin the knight. Or you could play bishop E3, or you could put a pawn at E3. It's a lot of options. Just don't lose that pawn for nothing. Okay, he's relieved the pin. You could play bishop takes knight if you want. And then maybe knight H3 to develop your other knight.
Shouldn't I?
Your undeveloped knight you want to develop.
I thought
Okay,
the
that's not
hanging.
really a threat. You can castle if you want, or you could just try to get more pieces on the board. Yeah, pawn takes bishop. He's giving you an open rook file. You could play rook b1. You could also play bishop g5 at some point if you want. You could play. You could either protect c3 or play rook takes knight. Okay, watch out for e2. Maybe rook to e1 is a possibility to cover e2 more. You do have some pieces to drop. Knight at knight at h5 is a threat, or bishop at e5 is a threat. You have a bunch of options. Yeah, that looks good. Hold on. Put a new bishop on b4 to hit the queen and defend your c3 pawn. And now you can play bishop takes g7. His queen is kind of out of the action, and you are really in his face. Even if knight takes there, now you can take e7 with one of your bishops. So you have a threat here, which is knight at f6. If he doesn't defend, then that would be mate.
That's me. No.
Okay. I guess pawn at e5 is good there.
Depending on attacking. Take the bishop.
You just kind of keep checking him, and hopefully something cool will happen.
Oh, the time.
Yeah.
The clock.
Good job.
Oh. Just in time.
Yeah.
What?
Just keep developing. Bishop takes pawn. Knight at, yeah, perfect. You found it. Guess I have to take that. You can defend that with a new knight at e3, or you can retreat your knight. Either one works. Let's take that. That's free. Pawn takes knight. Put a new bishop at f5 check. Bishop at f5 check. It forks the queen and the king. Defend. Okay, that's not f5. That's just a free bishop, unfortunately. Yeah. I guess at this point, pawn at c4. Or no, wait. Actually, rook at c7 looks good. Rook at c7 check. Okay. You can just take his bishop. Well, maybe that's scary. I think it works fine now. I probably have mate over here. Okay, you can take that. Queen takes bishop. Okay, we prevailed in the end. Good job. Great development. You can take that if you want. And just keep developing. Looks good. You could castle or pin the knight, or a lot of other ideas. Knight takes knight is okay. And then maybe knight b5. So you're threatening knight takes d4. But yeah, that's a free pawn. Knight takes d4. You can move your knight to e6. And I will try to get you some more material. Hold on, here's a knight. Put a knight on c7 check, and you can take his rook. Bishop takes bishop is okay there. And now you can bring your knight back to c7, so your knights guard each other. Or you could play knight takes bishop. Both probably fine. Yeah, I like that move. Knight takes knight. You have discovered double check threat. Now you also have another threat of queen at c7. You can play either knight takes knight, or knight takes bishop, or queen at c7. They're all good. You can trade the queens, or you can wait for more material. It's up to you. I guess a rook is good for you. Let's see. I'll see what I can do with the rook. I think a rook is coming. So new rook at d8 when you get this rook. New rook at d8 check. Then you could play maybe knight takes knight. That's probably fine. Okay, great job. Yeah, his king was in trouble. Your king was perfectly safe. You were probably going to put something on like e6. Mate was probably going to come pretty soon there. Okay, I guess your guy didn't want to play. Hold on. I'll put a new bishop at d4. New bishop. So you're threatening the knight. You're also threatening bishop takes f2. Just take that knight. That's free. King takes knight. probably a screw up on my part. Oh, hold on. Knight mates me. Don't give a knight. We're up time, so you can just not move. Knight is fine now. You can just take his rook. Bishop takes rook. Looks good. And now new knight at f2 check.
King g1 is forced, and then 93.
Put a new queen at h1.
Also, okay. Right.
Good job.
What's happening?
They think you're too underrated, so they don't want to play you.
Finally. Okay.
That's a free pawn. You can just take it. Oh, hold on. Put a new pawn on c2. So you're forking some pieces there.
That was quick.
Yeah, you're about to get a free piece.
They want a rematch.
Rematch is fine, or you can go back in the pool, whatever you want to do. Take that, free stuff. Defend e5.
The pawn.
Yeah, looks good.
What?
His pawn takes pawn is fine. King straight down. I'm not going to give a queen. You're fine. Maybe knight h6 to guard f7. Or you could put a pawn on f7 or a pawn on f6. Basically, you want to get that knight out of your face. Hold on. Wait. I'm going to trade a queen. Maybe that's not the best idea, but you can put a pawn on b2. Put a new pawn on b2. Don't worry about your bishop. Your bishop is relevant. Okay, knight takes. Actually, you could do bishop takes pawn. Bishop takes e7.
Oh. If the
just take the.
Is taken.
Just take his bishop first.
What?
Okay, now you can take the knight, and you're really safe. Bishop takes knight. Your king is really safe. You have some extra pieces. Life is good. You put a new bishop on e3. Check. And that's forking the pawn. So, hold on. Don't move, because I want to show you a mate here. you have a smothered mate if you can get a knight. And the idea is queen at g1, rook takes queen, and then knight at f2. But
I didn't listen to the first move.
oh, okay. Queen at g1.
G1. Right.
Yeah, you can play that if you want. You can play queen at g1. And then wait. I'm going to get you a knight. Actually, we're not up time, so that might have been a bad idea. But we're still winning. So I don't think we want to sit this down, unfortunately. I shouldn't have had you sack the queen. That's my bad. But you could just take the rook, or you could take f4. Either one of them is fine. Okay. Yeah, I finally got you the knight. but yeah. You saw the knight smothered mate though, right? Like the idea. Modesty says all the conceding in this game is annoying. Yeah, people resigning on move 1. It is very annoying. Unfortunately, there's not really a remedy right now. Okay, you can sack the bishop if you want. And then put a pawn on d5. You tempo in the knight. And now knight takes pawn. And now you have bishop at c5. Or, hold on. Let me get you... Okay. Now you can play... I'm going to actually give a queen here. You could pawn check, I guess. Pawn check looks good for you. Okay, and then you have bishop at c5, and then take his knight. Yeah, you can take his pawn now. Bishop takes pawn. You can drop a knight check, or you could take his knight. Yeah, that's fine. If he moves up towards your knight, then I think you play d3 to guard your knight. Oh, okay. Now you have just mate with bishop check. Bishop at f7. Great job. Just keep developing pieces. Okay, so take his bishop. Save that bishop. c5 was a better square for it anyway. Bishop c5, and then you're threatening f2. You could grab the rook file, or you could develop your other knight, or you could pin his knight with your other bishop. All good moves. You can just take the knight and then develop your other knight, knight f6. He's still there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, maybe just rook b8, rook b8 to grab the rook file. Maybe bishop at e7 to relieve the pin. Pawn takes pawn. Hold on. I want you to play bishop. Yes, perfect. And then pawn at b2. Yes, great. You can take his bishop. Pawn takes bishop. If he takes your rook, then take his rook near his king first, as it's check. Queen takes rook, check.
Right.
It's great, you just won a piece.
So I can deflect the bishop on e3. I can put a knight on d2. No, not anymore.
Yeah, but you still have a great position. Hold on, I have a few ideas. Let me get you a queen, because I think you have mate. I'm gonna get you a queen, which you can put on h1. Queen h1. So put the queen on h1, check. And after that, he's going to block it. And you can put a knight on h2. Pawn at h2 is also good, but knight at h2 is slightly better. New knight at h2, and then you have queen takes knight. That's a free dude. And whatever he puts there, you can play knight takes. You can change the queens if you want. You can put a pawn on h2 to threaten promotion. Great job. Oh, Modesty, you were in the pool with us. Cool. Yeah, we didn't resign at move 1. I guess your partner did. Yeah, sometimes you have partners who do that. Yeah, just develop the pieces. Just keep developing. Knight c3, I guess. Looks good. You could castle here. Yeah, nice move. I guess just bishop takes knight, because then d5 will be hanging.
Oh. And lose a piece.
Put a new bishop on f3. New bishop on f3 to guard the queen from coming in your face there. Okay, you want to get more pieces on the board. I think I like, actually, you're in a little trouble, but maybe just knight at f5, tempo the queen. Your knight at f5. So if he gets a queen, you're mated. Okay, just king over. King to the right. Rook takes rook, and then queen takes after that. Okay, you want to get more pieces on the board here. Maybe just a pawn on g4, something like that.
Can I put it on e4?
Yeah,
Blocking
pawn at
the...
e4. That's good too. I like it. It might take c3, but that's not a problem. Okay, so let's see. Let me get you this one. Okay, you almost have mate. Put a new knight on h6. New knight on h6, check.
6. Knight on h6.
Yeah, new knight on h6, check. If he takes that, then you can just take back. Knight takes pawn. Okay. So
Rook
you could
h.
drop, yeah, you could drop a rook on g8. Move your existing knight to f5, check. Um, so hold on here. I guess you can trade the rooks. Rook trade is fine. Maybe just drop something on d4. Like a bishop. Bishop on d4. Bishop on d4, please. Your time is low. So, okay, knight at f6. Yeah, just roll up moves. Any move's fine. Just check him every move. Just roll up moves. Any move. Go, 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 go. Any move's fine. Here, flag. Oh, good try. Bound to lose eventually. Yeah, there's just a time problem. Down too much time. But we both have good positions. Bishop takes. Yeah, looking good. You can put a new bishop on d4. Yeah, that's probably going to be a free rook for you. With bishop takes a1. Actually, first play bishop takes f3. Then bishop takes rook. Bishop takes bishop. And you can get your other knight in, I guess. Put something on g6, like a pawn or a bishop on g6. Good job. You could push your e pawn. Oh, I don't like that move. Okay. You could push your um. I guess play knight takes knight. Knight takes knight is fine. Now you can push your e pawn. Take his knight. Bishop takes knight. Okay, now hold on. Maybe this rook e1.
Oh, pawn on f6 doesn't work.
You could play pawn f6 too. That's fine. Yeah, you can play pawn f6 now. It's fine. Let's see. Let's get you some material. You could put something on e7, like a knight. Knight on e7 looks pretty good, but a pawn is also good. Now, if he takes that, you take back. If he moves over, pawn at g7. New pawn at g7 check. Then take his bishop. And you can drop a bishop or a queen on f6. And then when he moves up, you can move your existing knight from g5 to somewhere else. Like knight takes f7. Nicely done. Modesty says, at some point, can you show me how you queue up with a partner? Okay, so you press the play button, select bughouse from the drop down, and it will have a U plus random. And when you click the random, it lets you manually select a partner if you'd like. Push your D pawn up 1, I think. And now your bishop is attacking the queen. Oh, nice free queen. We like those. That's a free pawn on e4. Bishop takes pawn. And if he takes your knight, bishop takes bishop. Okay.
Castle?
What was that?
Long castle?
You can, but g2 is free.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean that's fine too. Move your queen somewhere. Probably g5, but there's a number of good moves there. That's a free knight. Bishop takes. Sorry. Queen takes knight. Queen takes. That's a free pawn on g2. Queen takes knight. Put a pawn on h2. New pawn on h2. That is g2, not h2. But it's still good. Just not quite as good. You can take that. Queen takes rook, and then promote. Promote the pawn. And you should have mate here. Maybe bishop at f1, or you could drop another pawn on f2 and promote that also. You just have a crushing position. Yeah, that looks like mate, because you can just move the bishop to d3. to d3 or even to like a6. Yeah. So you have made him one. I'm going to just mate since we have made on both boards. Great job. Great job developing. You can castle here. You can just castle. You're safe. So don't give a queen. A queen mates me. There's a free pawn on e5. And now you're also double hidden f7. Bishop takes e2. And then queen takes knight if he takes it. So you've won me 2 free pawns here. Okay, you can retreat your knight to f3, which helps guard it. Maybe put, you could put a bishop on f5. That looks pretty good. If he plays bishop takes bishop, you can take with pawn, it's revealed. Okay, just queen takes bishop, looks good. Oh, that's free, I guess. You can just take that, yeah, with pawn, seems reasonable. Nice move. Queen takes, yeah, perfect. That's with check. Now you can win the queen. Good job. Oh, hold on, don't move. I'm gonna get you a pawn for f2. Put a pawn on f2. Pawn on f2 check, and then take his queen if he takes that.
Check.
New pawn on f2 check.
But I'm in check.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. You could play queen e7 or knight e7, either one.
Okay.
My bad. I shouldn't have sacked for that pawn. I didn't realize you were in check. I blundered there. That's okay. We'll still win.
But still works, right?
Say that again? Okay. So do it again. Put pawn at f2 check. Looks good. Take his knight. Note to queen. if he takes your knight, you just take back with queen.
And that's the only one.
Okay, you can. Oh yeah, nice.
That's free.
Yep. Put a new bishop on c6. The idea is it also guards b7 and attacks the queen. Knight takes pawn. Bishop takes is also fine, but just not with the bishop that's guarding b7. Yeah, that's good. Free pawn. Now you could move bishop g4, I guess, and check him. I think you have mate, actually. Hold on. Don't move after he moves. So put a new queen on the back rank, not on e1, but anywhere else.
He's waiting for a piece, right?
He is. He's not going to get a piece. I have mate in 1, but I could also just keep taking pieces if you want. But yeah, that pin was very useful to you. And you won a bunch of pawns along the way. That was great. Great job. Thanks for the follow from SP Chocobo. Really appreciate it. Hope you had a good time partnering Incredible Blunderer. He is a good teacher as well. Yeah, that's fine. You could put a knight on f2. And then take his rook next move. Or bishop takes bishop first, and then take his rook. Okay, put a bishop on f2. Then take his queen. Knight takes queen. Now you can just develop stuff.
So you say that all the pieces were 3 points, and the queen 5.
No, the queen is 4 points. Every other piece, knights and rooks and bishops, are 2 points. The pawn is 1 point. You can play knight takes knight, and then yeah, that's fine too. I have checkmate in 1. Yeah, you just take that knight. You do need to make up about 20 seconds though. So bishop takes. You're basically playing up a queen. So just play some chess. Yeah. Maybe knight takes bishop. You just change this. Yeah, that's good too. I like it. Great job. Why, Billy? Didn't mean to bully. Sorry, Incredible Thunder.
I don't understand why he quit.
Well, I had checkmate in 1 on my board, and you were not going to get checkmated. So that is why. Gotta roll out moves. Take the bishop, free bishop, king down, straight down. I think we lose this actually because he can force a queen trade over here. Oh, but he didn't. I don't know why he didn't, but he didn't. Okay, put actually move your knight to h6. Knight h6.
Defending f7.
Yep. Okay, rook takes knight. Okay, push your d pawn up one.
Estoy en videollamada.
Está ocupado.
You can move your knight to d5. Yeah, that's fine too. Okay. Well.
Bishop g4. No, it doesn't work.
Bishop g4 is fine. I like it. I need to find a move on my board. Oh, this looks okay. So, oh, why did he do that? Okay, here's a queen for you. You can play bishop takes f3. Bishop takes f3 and then drop a pawn at g2. New pawn on g2. Don't give a queen or rook. Queen or rook mates me. So put a new knight on h4. New knight on h4. So you're double attacking f3. Oh, my bad. You're giving a queen. I missed that. So I guess king e7. We're going to lose this because the queen mates me. My fault. But we only lost 2 points because they were rated so high. Get your king's bishop out.
In the tournament, the teammates can speak.
They can. Knight f6 looks good. Yeah, the bughouse is a teams game, so you're expected to communicate with one another. You can castle here. You can play pawn at g2. Yeah, that move is fine too.
Trade?
You had an opportunity there. Unfortunately missed. Where you could have dropped the pawn on d4 instead. But that's okay. Just kind of keep rolling. We'll make it work.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. Your attack in e3. Knight takes bishop. Actually, I think we should have done this in a different order. So that's my bad. Okay, move the knight, I guess, to a5, attacking the bishop. Knight a5. He mouse slipped over here. This is quite helpful. Okay, you have a free pawn on e3. So bishop takes pawn check.
Oh.
And then knight takes bishop, I suppose. Good job. I think I should go fairly soon so that I can get dinner. So let's make this the last game here.
Okay.
You didn't guard e5, so try to guard e5 there. I think he's winning a bishop from you with knight takes bishop. Oh, queen takes bishop. He screwed up. Okay, let's end there. Thank you so much for partnering me. I really appreciate it.
Thanks.
I would love to play longer, but I need to get food before all the places close. So we can certainly partner another time. But really appreciate it. Those are fun games. I'm sorry to Bristery YouTube if you're still here that we didn't get a chance to partner. But we can partner another time as well. So yeah, I'm gonna hang up the Discord call and then we'll find someone to raid and we'll send the viewers somewhere. So
Thank you very much.
have a great night. Bye. So thank you so much to my partner there. Fun playing against Incredible Blunder as well. Let's find someone to raid. I don't see anyone stream a chess variants. We will check the chess category real quick. Find someone to send you off to. If anyone has any suggestions of who to raid, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna just sort of scroll through and look for a familiar name. Oh, Last 7 Samurai is streaming. He doesn't stream as much as he usually has. Last 7 Samurai is an incredibly good bughouse player, but he hasn't played recently because he's also a grandmaster and he's focused in on chess. Chess is more popular than bughouse. So we're going to send the viewers over to Last 7 Samurai. Let him know that you love bughouse and would like to see him play more. I will be, if you haven't followed yet, appreciate a follow so you get notified of my future streams. I stream mostly bughouse, which is this variant. I'll be streaming again at 8 p.m. where we have 1800 strength and Abikovsky versus Katask and Jeffrey X. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is about 3 hours from now. So I'll be streaming then. And if someone wants to partner me earlier, you could ask in my Discord. I should be back in about an hour after grabbing some food. So have a great evening, everyone. Bye.